you and have no reason not to.
Hey everybody, how you doing?
I'll kill you.
What are you talking about?
I knew you. Don't do it, man.
Crypto Rednecks. Happy Tuesday. Hope everyone's doing well.
This is a good slot for us.
Yeah, it's a good time. You know, Tuesday's not bad because I got another show with Lisa later, and then you've had your sauna. You've had
Yes.
beers, you know?
Yeah.
Like, what, 10 o'clock there now? Yeah, 10 o'clock?
10 p.m.
So you're getting ready for bed? Hey,
Only thing is my complexion is a bit red.
yeah. The sauna and the beers. Bill's there. Bill's hey. Like the beers. Thank you. Oh, I appreciate it. I've had it for a long time. No, these looks good. Except for Greg.
In the comments. Love the beers. I love good man, Phil.
Yeah.
Good man, Phil. Good man, Phil.
It's good to see Phil. I haven't seen Phil in a long time, man.
I give him the link, man, because I thought, you know what?
No,
I've seen him for ages, and he needs to know about our new show.
It's on Fridays, Saturdays, different days.
It's going to fluctuate between Fridays and Saturdays. It depends who the guests are.
Yeah. Is BTGC this one? I don't know which one we're doing BTC. I thought we were doing it on this one, but okay.
We're doing Rednecks now.
Okay. I know we're doing Rednecks now. I didn't know which one they were sponsoring. Get a little confused.
BTCC is sponsoring this one.
Okay. You froze up there, but
BTCC is sponsoring this one, and we're going to be doing reviews this week.
yeah, we got to do a review of the platform. It looks pretty good.
Fuck up show, man. Yeah.
All right. So, what do you want to get into first? There's a lot of stuff to get into.
But see, it's difficult. We've got to kind of keep a red line between both shows. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've got a good XRP story, which pisses me off, but does kind of fall into the whole politics at the same time. So
I got the same kind of thing. Everything
Yeah,
flows into politics for some reason.
everything is intertwined at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah.
In terms of my TA, I mean, still inside the range. But if somebody wants me to look at a coin, I can do that. So you want to go with your story?
No,
Man, I can't wait for the man the fuck up show. You know why? Because it's going to be no holds barred. We can put anything in there. It's not going to fuck up our algorithms. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's. I mean, we're doing it on Kick, and I think we're going to rebroadcast on YouTube.
I mean, YouTube's going to ban it instant.
Yeah. Right now we're on. You know, I have a premium Twitter account.
Bloody hell.
Well, we're not on Twitter because you don't have a premium Twitter account.
I do have 3 of them.
It's not. It says a premium account on X.
I ain't paying for this one though.
Then why did you put
need a
it
premium
on
Twitter account to go? You need a premium Twitter account to do this.
Yeah, to go look up in the corner. Look up in the corner. See, there's a little red exclamation point.
No,
we're not on Twitter. We're not streaming on Twitter.
I don't see it.
You see up in the right corner, gifts, green check.
Yeah.
Still showing green check. The X. No
check.
It's got a red exclamation point.
Why didn't you add your account to it, sir? Your premium account. You could have done it. Like
I didn't know we were going to go on X. So
we always go on X, and it never fucking works. So
Yeah.
you've known this for 3 strikes within a month.
I didn't know
Yeah.
why it didn't work. Now I click on it and it says you have to have a premium account, which I do. Which is
I can tell you what, Phil, we're gonna get the 3 strikes in one show.
yeah, man. Especially if Joey Rhodes comes on. That is true.
Especially if Joe is there.
Yeah.
Bring out the whole history of American immigration. It's going to be bad.
You know, I had some actually
It's going to be
good. About the Bible and what it says about the Judah, where it's at. It's actually describes Utah, and the tribe that was there was called the. It's something like Judea Indians. It's very odd, very weird. Just something I never heard of.
Mentioned in the Bible.
Yeah, it says like there's a mountain. There's this is this tall, and there's a river. There's a Jordan River in
Yes.
in Utah. All the landmarks are really weird. So I thought he would think that was interesting. So yeah, tell me your XRP story.
Well, okay. I mean, I'm going to have to do it. I mean, I didn't want to bring it into this show. But I'm going to have to. It pisses me off so fucking much. So, you seen this, yeah? Co-founder donates over 10 million to the hooker.
That's weird, man. That's tying in with what
I mean, hold on a minute. They've been fighting SEC for how many years?
Exactly. Yeah, it's moronic.
It's fucking moronic. This.
It's Stockholm.
I seen it and I was like,
that's Stockholm Syndrome. Stupid.
This is Stockholm Syndrome. Yeah. And I mean, okay, like I have to check this out because this is Coinpedia. You know, you never know what crypto. Yeah. Like, yeah, I went on his Twitter account and he's like, yeah, I've donated 10 million. I'm going to donate another 10 million. So 2 things, right? It's moronic. The second part is, right, what about the XRP holders? Camilla's not going to hold this shit. She's going to fucking dump it all over the holders, isn't she?
Well, the campaign, yeah, they're dumping. That's what they're going to. Yeah. They need to spend it.
I mean, it's so fucking, I mean, I don't know. Am I living in the Twilight Zone here?
Well, to play devil's advocate.
Don't play devil's advocate because that would annoy me.
If I was the co-founder of XRP, I would donate $10 million to Kamala or $20 million, and I would short my XRP for say $100 million, $200 million, and I'd pick up, a buttload because if you do that, and then knowing the campaign has to sell it to convert it to dollars, like under existing campaign laws. So they would have to do that and then put it into the coffers. So it's going to dump from the sale, but it's also going to dump from like protest people, like dumping.
But that but that just goes to show like you don't give a fuck about the holders. Do you mean?
Oh,
there's people there's like this whole XRP army, man. They're holding that fucking piece of shit for fucking years, right? I don't know. 10 million ain't gonna do much to the price, but it's still shitting on top of the fucking people that support the community.
Yeah,
I know. I think
it's more fishy. I think it's more fishy, more kind of dumping it to what's creating news. I mean, we're talking about it. There's articles about it, I guess. So it's putting information about XRP out there, but it's obviously either trying to pay it off or buying in.
Yes, I think that's the angle here. Yeah,
but I'm going to go over in the news something that's shocking, and this is part of it.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought it was such a fucking crazy fucking. But you know what? It could be like you were suggesting there. Listen, I'm gonna scratch your back. You scratch my back.
Yeah, like they probably donated to Trump too.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is weird because, like you said, they've been fighting they've been fighting, her SEC for ever.
But who appointed Ginsler? Like, I mean,
Yeah, and how much have they spent on fighting her? Because Rhodes, they brought Dragon Chain like to its knees almost financially.
knees.
They are.
Yeah.
I think he said that they've spent like over $10 million just in legal fees and stuff fighting the SEC. I mean, that's. Do you know what just any person could do with $10 million to invest and do something with a company? I mean, an entrepreneur, someone who has the drive. If you just gave them the opportunity with $10 million, I could probably start 10, $100 million companies. But that's just what government does, man. It destroys well. I think you can look at Israel, Gaza, Iraq, everywhere.
Yeah. So
anywhere government is in control, is using that fist. That's what it's good for.
oh, it's designed for that.
Yeah, well, I remember when I was a young conservative buck in my 20s.
Wow, you're going back a long way. That's
Yeah,
Vietnam
like
War. Right
way back in the 1900s.
Yeah.
In the 90s.
I'm
But they were like America was started to become like the world's police force. We were in like Somalia. Somalia was weird. Like they had an amphibious landing like D-Day, but
yeah, Somalia didn't go well.
But it was funny because it was right after Iraq. CNN was brand new, and then there's like 24-hour news. Like we know everything. So the amphibious crafts come in just like D-Day. The Marines are jumping off. Rah rah. You know who's on the beach? Not warriors or people to fight. It was all film crews and news agencies, and they're filled. It's like they're there with these bright lights, and the Marines are like, well, "What's going on?" Well,
there was a couple of fishermen going out in the morning shift, like
they were landing like ready to fight, seeing these lights, and it's like they're reporters. Like, what? Get the fuck out of here! But that was like we started to become the world's police, and like this big argument. I remember Rush Limbaugh said,
correct, Phil, correct.
He said the military, because we're supposed to be. Oh, we're not there to. It's not a war. We're there to help these people and do this and warlords and give aid and he's like the military is good at killing people and blowing stuff up. They don't distribute food. They don't build schools. They don't, it's not what the Marines,
they're not designed for that, though.
Do. Yeah. They're designed to kill people and blow stuff up. And that, like I said, that's what government's good at, man. But it's everything. Like if you create an agency, it's not designed to help people. Everything the government does just makes things harder, makes more bureaucracy. And do you know I was watching Patrick Bet-David on Valuetainment, and he had this guy, I don't know who he was, and the guy said, no, it was an interview that he was showing, and the guy said that America's been around like 200 years. And he said that we've averaged 2 alphabet agencies a year. He said, and for the first 100-some years, we didn't make any new agencies. It was just the government and the Marines, and the Army. So he said that we only started over the last 100 years. So we've made like 4 alphabet agencies a year for the past 100 years. Guess how many have been closed that we ended? None. 0. They've never. I think that's insane. They've never canceled or closed or deleted any alphabet agency.
Well, somebody asked Harris that during the week, how many of those agencies still exist? Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
she couldn't answer the question. She couldn't answer it, and probably that's probably not unreasonable because there's probably hundreds of the fucking things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is 100. There's like over 400.
Do you know what? That's the first time I've called her by her name and not referred to her as the hooker. I've just realized that. Yeah, I've just realized that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit ashamed. I'm a little bit ashamed.
Comrade
gives her some kind of I wouldn't say legitimacy, but you know what I mean. It doesn't.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
It's not demeaning enough.
You know, Trump was on Theo Vaughn, we talked about. He was on Flagrant. Dude, the people on Flagrant the day after, what's that guy? Andrew, I forget his, the host of with the mustache. He had the venue that he booked for his comedy special that he's recording canceled the next day.
Yes, I've seen that.
Not allowed
in Chicago.
The Indian dude that's on the dais there. He said, I lost 200,000 followers on my Instagram, and they're like, yeah, you posted a picture with you and Trump giving a thumbs up, and he was like, so he was on the show, man. He was on the show. It's so ridiculous, dude.
It's fucking crazy.
It's nuts, man. But
yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy.
I
mean, we got what? Oh, actually, it's this day 2 weeks before the election.
Really? Yeah.
2 weeks to the day. 14 days.
Super Tuesday. It's gonna be.
And we're gonna do a live stream that day.
It's gonna be crazy. It is.
It's gonna be crazy. Yeah. Either way, man, it's gonna be crazy.
I honestly thought that there was going to be an incident the last election, because if there's if there's one of those things where it happened like in 2020 where Trump's winning and then they go dark. They're like, oh, there's a problem, we've lost. They had to shut down for like.
You remember
15 minutes to 30 minutes. I think there'll be people. I thought there would be people there that would go in. They would just go through, because they were covering the windows when they were counting the votes, and it was very illegal stuff, like not letting people look in. I think people would kick in their doors and go in and say, "What's going on?"
This time, people are just going to go, "Whoa, wait a second."
Yeah, because you can't trust the government to do it. Now they're saying that if he does win, that they're not going to verify it but just to look into it and to say which is what they wanted to do before. They're like, no, you can't do it. No, you can't do it. You got to hurry up. Just got to do it. Just got to verify.
I think either way, man, we're not going to know. Maybe for weeks.
Crypto Mojo, there's record amounts of early votes. There's been 15 million early votes in, 24 hours? 24, 30, 48 hours.
Well, it depends on the state. Like, so they've opened at different times. I mean, from what I seen yesterday, Georgia's got 24% already.
I didn't even think about that. There's only 9 states that started.
Yeah.
And there's already been 15 million votes.
It's mental.
It is mental.
Can I, because we're on this point, can I share something with you? Because this ties in to this theme that we're on. I mean, this nearly, I nearly exploded when I seen this. Let me just put that on the screen there, Sean. Yeah, have you seen this? The UK Labour Party is on fire for trying to send hundreds of staff to the US campaign for
Kamala Harris. Yes. I thought,
this happened in the last 2 elections.
It was going to go long. I thought it was going to be quick, but yeah. Because
this happened in the last 2 elections. It happened in 2016 with Hillary, and it happened with Biden, right? but it went under the radar because Labour weren't in power. Now Labour are in power, and they're gone. They're not like left of centre anymore. They're completely fucking left, right? So now they're sending these fucking cunts. I mean, they were advertising free accommodation, free flights, paid for 2 weeks to go and knock on doors and canvass for the hooker. I mean, this isn't election interference. I don't know what is it.
A foreign
from a different
election.
state. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, that's like me going to your house and robbing you, and then you go to the police and they're like, "Oh, well, you're friends, so you can't do anything."
Yeah,
you know. But if a stranger goes to your house and robs you, oh, he's so if like Russia does it, it's against the law. But
well, can you imagine if this was Russia?
Yeah. Imagine if Putin sent over or door. I'm trying to think of some kind. I can't think of any like popular entertainers or anything that are from enemy type countries.
They're irrelevant. I mean, this is
yeah. But let's say Taylor Swift. Let's say Taylor Swift was Russian, or let's say that all of the K-pop people are from North Korea, and it's like North Korea is sending all the K-pop people over to campaign. You know what I mean? It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Yeah,
it's a foreign country.
I mean, it's a foreign country interfering
publicly.
They're in power now.
Yeah, and they're publicly interfering. Yeah. That's one thing. Putin's like, I don't care about the U.S. election. Of course, he's fucking doing shit behind his.
Yeah, of course, and he's got his own minions over there.
He's so much there. I don't. It's America. I just care about the Russian election. Blah blah blah.
Yeah,
and Britain is doing this shit. Just like, hey, we're sending people over.
But it's in the open. They're out in the open doing it. And I'm like, you know, everybody knows Putin has got his guys over there, his minions over there doing his
everyone we do
thing, right? But it's under the radar.
These
countries are above board. Go on, listen.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to have the appearance. That's one of the biggest things that has happened the past 3-4 years. That nobody's hiding shit anymore. The Satanists aren't hiding shit. The pedos aren't hiding shit. The weirdos aren't hiding shit. It's all out in the open. Megyn Kelly and Megyn Kelly? No, that's nice. The shit. Megan Fox and Machine Gun Kelly. They were talking about having their blood sex and cutting each other and drinking blood and putting shit on Instagram. I mean, nobody hides shit anymore, you know?
Nobody hides shit anymore because you know why? There's no consequences. No consequences, and there's no accountability.
Yeah, I think they've been working behind the scenes to try to push a certain agenda, and they're like, "Look, man, we're at the point where it's no more behind the scenes. You know, they have a base of enough weirdos that they can put shit out there, and then there's people that yell, "Hey, you're whatever phobic if you don't like this." You know?
Yeah, correct. And if you put enough lunatics outside of the asylum, you legitimize it. Do you mean?
Yeah. You know, you're right.
Anyways, that story pissed me off.
We used to use the CIA. We know we use the CIA. We overthrow countries.
Yes.
Iran is our fucking fault. Oh, did you? I knew Trump put the yarmulke on and did that, but I didn't know that he told Israel to hit Iran. He told Israel to hit Iran, their nuclear program, before they can get it up and running. So that's a little, because he was, that's the one thing that I will tell it, and I don't like defend Trump a lot, but I will say, you know, he didn't start a war, not one new war, not one, nothing. I said, and he also protected the soldiers that were already in places. I said, you know, Biden, literally, Afghanistan was just horrific.
Shit show. Horrific. And that's early in his presidency. So all the other fucking countries I've noticed this has gone tits up.
Yeah, when Trump said on the that podcast I watched him on, why didn't you make my point when I was telling you about that? But he said that's one of the biggest reasons Putin invaded Ukraine.
Exactly what I was alluring to there.
He said exact words. The whole time I was a president, Putin wanted Ukraine. It was the apple of his eye, is what he said. It was the apple
has been
of
for
his
25
eye.
years.
Yep, and he said, he said, I told him all the time, don't do it. Don't touch it. Don't go to Ukraine. I'm telling you, don't. Yeah. You know, I want to be friends, but you don't go to Ukraine. He said when Biden came in, he knew something might happen, but he said after Afghanistan, Putin, that was like a green light. Go ahead.
100%. That was the green light. Yes, that was the green light because that was a shit show. Putin and all the others looked at it and go, "Wow, these guys are so disorganized now. They can't even fucking extract themselves from a country."
Yeah, and you know, we always use the term FOMO for crypto and for money, but I think if you're a kind of tyrannical, totalitarian, even if it's like a little bit behind the scenes, because you know, Iran, you know that one of the highest approval ratings of the United States is in Iran with its people. Yes. So different between the governments and the people. But anyway,
you know where that poll was taken from?
What?
Do you know where that poll was taken from? That, like, you know, the satisfaction with the U.S. government and all this. Mm-hmm. You know where that poll on the southern border?
That's good. That was good. Yeah. Oh, but I was talking about FOMO. Phil. So FOMO. So I think that a lot of these countries, even countries that we're friends with, but we're told by us, hey man, don't do that. You know, we're friends, but don't do that. I think that they had FOMO when he got into office, and they saw that. They're like, we got 3 years at best to do whatever
we got 3 years at best to do this
without the U.S. getting in our shit. You know what I mean? Let's get it done.
Correct. And the only surprise is China that didn't move on Taiwan, and I think that's because Russia got in first. And they had to see, right, Russia's got into Ukraine, right? We got to see what happens there. They can't just fucking move into Taiwan. And if Russia had sealed that victory quickly, we would have a problem with China and Taiwan now. But because America and Europe, well, particularly America, has poured billions of dollars into a black hole there.
I think Taiwan says a lot about the deep state and what you're saying. Because Ukraine is food, Iran is food. That's the big thing. They're the breadbaskets.
Yeah,
we don't care.
Yes.
But that
Taiwan is
little country,
man.
That little country is like 75% of microchips for the world.
Yeah.
And when you look at big tech corporations, Apple,
so the money is
so on, they're like, nope. That's their bread money. That's their bread basket. That's what they. Correct. It's like don't fuck with it.
And I think nobody will fuck with it because it's not just America that's gonna, like, the Australians.
Yeah, I was gonna say
everybody's gonna get involved there, man.
Yeah, they're like, no. Yeah. Nope. And also,
although on the flip side of that coin, that could be the catalyst for World War III. Because don't forget, there was red lines in World War II too, in 1938 and 39.
Dude, China is such a fake. China is the epitome of a Hollywood set, dude. It looks cool. You're on the spaceship in the Enterprise, and look at and it's all wood. You know what I mean? It's all fake. You know, they did a surprise inspection, and like 30% of their nuclear, or like 70% of the ones they checked, I think, they had no fuel. It was filled with water because the people, like, they've sold shit.
So are you going to say their military is useless?
It's a lot of show, a lot
It's
of
a lot of
wooden,
show.
a lot of wooden shit, a lot of stuff
Yeah,
that
I'd
fake look.
still say I'd still say, perception is everything, and I say that in every industry. But like
China
it's rolling the fucking dice.
China has a border with India,
Yeah, I know that.
and they have a demilitarized zone.
Yes, yeah,
Very interesting, because they're not allowed to have weapons there. Like we have a demilitarized zone with
correct.
North Korea, and
Well, South Korea and North Korea, yeah.
we're not supposed to say this. People in America don't know this, but growing up, my stepdad was in Korea twice. I knew lots of people that went to Korea. If you died on the DMZ, a lot of
Yes.
people died.
Yeah.
If you were shot by them, you died in a training accident.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just the way it was. No one ever would admit to what was really going on. But anyway, the militarized zone between China and India, they have all their soldiers there, but they're not allowed to have weapons, which I think is interesting, kind of cool. But they've fought each other like a bunch of times, and they fight each
multiple
other
times
with rebar, cement rocks. They crush. I mean, they kill each other.
Yeah.
But
there was a bad breakout there about 3 years ago.
Yeah, I think it was like hundreds of people died from beating the shit out of each other with sticks and rocks, which is crazy. But see the thing. So China is outbuilding the U.S. for Navy ships and submarines by like 700 to 1.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's ridiculous. But they don't have you can't do that and have any kind of quality. You know what I mean? I think it's all for show. It's just to have me say that, to have the numbers.
But you just hit the nail on the head there. What is the one thing that everybody associates with China? Quality, lack of it.
Yeah.
So like they can build 700 fucking ships, but somebody can throw a fucking tic tac at it and sinks it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You mean?
And they're pushing, dude.
But they are pushing, yeah. Look at their economy.
They're ramming ships with their Coast Guard. They have all those.
Yeah.
It's just. It's
they're building artificial islands all over the fucking South China Sea.
Yeah. I think they need a bloody nose. They need a bloody nose.
They need a bloody nose, yeah.
They need a bloody nose from a moderate Western country.
I think there's an ally there that could give them that bloody nose, no fucking problem. That's
I think Australia would be great.
And Australia would absolutely wouldn't give them a bloody nose; it would break their nose.
Just to blow up like a big ship or something. Completely legal, completely they're in the right.
But Australia doesn't let anybody cross their waters.
And Australia. So if they pull their shit, like that 60 Minutes thing, they were, and then they put it out on their media, that they were like saving the day when they're ramming these ships. But here, I guess we can get into the news.
Yeah, we've deviated.
Yeah, well, it's kind of going to go back on that. First, let me hit
fantastic.
This one thing. It's going to be weird. Hold on. It's going to be weird for a second. And it's weird. All right, there we go. Oh, okay. Oh, I got it. Hold on. Where are you at? I had this all ready to go. I made this like 4 years ago, and I can't believe it.
Whoa! I'm seeing about 15.
Well, guess what? I'm Satoshi Nakamoto. Yep.
No. I'm Satoshi Nakamoto. I am. Yeah, me. I am.
No, Elmo. We're all Satoshi Nakamoto. Me, you, Oscar, all of us. But not Greg Wright.
So, Craig Wright in the news again.
I seen that.
And even Forbes.
I gave you that article.
Yeah, and this dude, he will sue anybody. He might go after me. He might go after Lee, just because for reading the article. But Craig Wright, who is not Satoshi, they actually say who is not Satoshi. But you know what's interesting? This is Forbes. This isn't Cointelegraph or anything like that. They do not say Craig Wright, who is not Satoshi Nakamoto, the creator of Bitcoin.
Yes.
Can you wrap your head around that? That normies. This is the most normie financial thing you can get, Forbes, and they just say Satoshi like they expect people to know. I think we've come so far that it just says that. Who is not Satoshi launches Bitcoin Core legal battle. So Craig Wright, discredited in the UK High Court's ruling against him, his claim to be Satoshi Nakamoto, has launched another legal action. Once again, he's targeting Bitcoin Core developers. Wright claims that Bitcoin Core developers have misrepresented BTC as the original Bitcoin. While he insists that Bitcoin SV, I finally fucking thought this was going to go away. You know,
I thought so too, yeah. But it's gone. It's hanging by a thread.
I like me and Ver are friends.
You almost said right there.
Yeah, I know. He's the right Bitcoin. But you know, I talked to him the other day. I told him, you know, I know you're dealing with a lot of shit, but you know, I'm behind you, man. You'll be okay. And he was really nice about it. And then fucking scammer messaged me or sends me a friend request on Facebook. And I was like, and he had like 30,000 people on him, or 44,000 or something. So I was like, oh, Craig, fuck Craig. Roger sent me a friend request. So I accept it, and he's like, hey man, how you doing? I was like, oh, pretty good, dude. What you been doing? Blah. You know, thanks for the friend request. We can talk on Facebook now. And he's like, yeah, so how's your trading going? And I was like, motherfucker. I was like, you dick. And he's like, what? I was like, you're not Roger Ver, man. I said, I know Roger Ver. I was like, this is annoying, dude. Fucking, you know, your mom hates you because you're a piece of shit.
He'd never ask you how your trading is going because he knows your trading is shite.
Yeah. But, you know, he's like, no, it's me, bro. I was like, really?
Oh, bro.
I said, then go message me on one of our other conversations on Telegram or on Twitter. He's like, sure, I will. And then I was like, oh, shit. And then it said, this user has blocked you. But for a second, I was like, oh, shit. Okay.
Now, scroll down and see how much this fucking motherfucker is asking.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
So Wright claims that Bitcoin Core developers misrepresented BTC, which, you know, they're not. I think it's turned into, it may not be but Satoshi's, I hate saying that because it's SV. It is not what I think what Satoshi wanted. It's not peer-to-peer cash. It is not. It's become digital gold. Whether we've done it, whether it's all part of a CIA, NSA plot, whatever you want to say, that's what it is. And I was going to go over the ETF. Well, yeah, I am going to go over the ETF thing. Okay.
Scroll down and see what this guy's looking for. It's insanity.
But SV, I thought it was done. I thought it was because, you know, remember Martini?
I think 100 trillion.
Our best friend Martini guy.
What?
Yeah, he bought like a buttload of SV and a buttload of B8 Bitcoin Cash. And he was like,
he's going to zero. He buys
whichever one. And SV is, I thought SV's finally, it's done. It's go away. I don't even hear about it anymore. Probably delisted.
Probably
known as BSV is the true version of Bitcoin. In a decisive legal battle this year, justice, blah, blah, blah. Trial clarified beyond a doubt that Craig's claims he ruled the evidence against Wright was overwhelming.
Overwhelming, yeah.
Conclusively stating that Wright is not the author of the Bitcoin white paper. Is not Satoshi Nakamoto. This case was probably the worst case of fraud in the UA. Whoa,
Yeah.
dude! If this was anything but like Forbes or a big thing, I would. Those are strong words.
Yeah.
Because they like people will see this.
Look at the damages. Look at the damages he's looking for.
Filed a claim in the High Courts of Chancery Division in London, estimates the damage at a staggering. I said $1 trillion? Over $1 trillion. Computer, what is 911 trillion pounds in dollars?
911 trillion New Zealand dollars is 550 trillion 699 billion 406 million 300.
Computer,
that's 911 billion.
Computer, what is 911 billion British pounds in dollars?
911 billion pounds is 1 trillion 182 billion 563 million
1.2 trillion.
996,050 US dollars.
1.2 trillion dollars. It gave me New Zealand pounds for first. Like, why? Claim that's crazy, dude. But why?
He's off fucking nut.
Okay, so however much it costs for him to go do the legal battle, he does have an article. He does have an article in Forbes. He does have an article.
He's got a great looking suit.
And
he's
also,
a fucking cunt.
Also, like we went over with XRP, he has like a buttload of this fucking coin. If you can long and file this,
if it's zero, and he keeps fucking losing. I mean, eventually the fucking tank. Well,
yeah, but he could make like easy 20x on the publicity and this case if he's long in it. You know what I mean? Just
totally better off going short, and you can't short zero.
But I wonder if he could change his long to a short in the court on his phone, like when the judge is like, no, we're throwing this out. This is stupid. You're dumb. This is dumb. So and then he just switches it short before it can be printed, before anyone can say anything. That is hilarious. That is hilarious to think that. But yeah, he's an
idiot that just wants to be relevant.
Yeah, I think it's a big part of it. That his ego is just so massive. So next, crypto ETFs attract 2.2 billion. Is election buzz fueling this Bitcoin rise? It is. First off, we've talked about institutional money is going to come in and that's going to move crypto, and there's so much, and crypto is such small compared to like other investments and blah 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 blah. And this really was bad, dude. All those people who make fun of number go up, they were right. We should have done it the right way. It would have taken us longer. It would have been another 5 years, probably 10 years at most. But no, I don't think so. I think probably 5. And with what governments have been doing since like the Canadian truckers and all of that,
5 years to what?
Until we were at the point we're at now with the institutional. Oh yeah. If we just kept them out and we didn't court them and beg and try to get, these hedge funds and people, if we just did it the way we were supposed to do it and did it, people's money, all that kind of stuff, libertarian, all the real values, if we kept our values,
this was
we would be, but it wouldn't have been until we had much more control. Because they could swoop in and they just buy everything. But now they're making it up. Like, my point is, since the ETFs have started, there's literally more Bitcoin on paper than there really is. So it's fake already. It's fake already. It's like silver is fake. Gold is fake. Silver is much more fake than gold.
It's like the US dollar now, man.
But it took like hundreds of years, decades, but like a long time for the commodities market and silver market, gold market to have this fakeness because of all the paper trading and all the, I'm buying the silver, but they're storing it for me and all that kind of shit.
Yeah.
All of that has created such an overinflated bubble of fake stuff that it's like the banking.
It started when the 100x leverages came in.
If 10% of people, 10% went to the bank and said, "Give me your money," done. Everything, every country, everywhere shut down.
Done.
Yeah, just total financial. 10%, even not 5%. If 5% went to the bank and said, "Give me my money," it's done. And that is what they're doing to Bitcoin. And but we've already seen it literally within like 2 years. They've already done it to where now, like the voting thing, there's only 800,000, and I think it was Michigan, that are registered voters, but or 8 million, but there's like 8.1 million on the rolls after they removed 300,000 that had died.
300,000, died.
Died or removed or something. So then they still have that. So it's so messed up. But it's been 2 years, and they've already got there's already obviously more Bitcoin than there really is. So a lot of it's paper shit's fake. I mean, imagine if we had the power.
Hundreds of X millions more.
But imagine, of actual Bitcoin, not dollars, actual Bitcoin.
Yeah,
that's because it's so easy to see because there's only so many million Bitcoin. So it's not like gold where there's tons and tons and tons, and we can lie about a few thousand pounds every company. There's not a lot of Bitcoin, dude. You can't.
When you add it all, you would add, if you added everything up that was supposedly held in vaults or wallets, it could be an awful lot more than 21 million.
Yeah. So, but the thing that you did, the story you brought up with XRP donating that 10 million.
This is fucking disgusting.
The Harris campaign, Harris Wentz, whatever the weirdo's name is, they have got and spent more than double what Trump is spending.
Mm-hmm.
And Elon said the reason for that is because, I was shocked that he said people's names that are on the list for Epstein. He said if Trump gets in, he's going to publish the Epstein client log, which billionaires are on it, and they don't want that. So that's why they're giving money to Paris. But whatever the case is, the statistics came out on where the money is coming from. What percentage of money going into this election is from the crypto industry and crypto? What percentage do you think?
Into which fund? Either fund?
No, the election in general.
How much crypto money is going into the election fund?
What percentage of money do you think compared to like people, corporations putting in dollars, PACs, all that stuff?
I would, okay. So I would say, last time around it was very, very small. I'd say this time around it could be 15%.
15%. That's about 70.
What?
My jaw hit the floor, dude. 70% of all the money that has been donated to this election has come from the crypto industry.
Well, then there's no need for an election. Theoretically.
It's funny how that's unprecedented. That blows your mind.
Yeah, blows my mind.
But
30% of all the money raised is only fucking dollar.
All of a sudden, one of the biggest campaign things are, I like Bitcoin. I like crypto. I'm going to fire Gary Gensler. The SEC is important.
Yeah. That's what I mean.
All you stupid Americans who don't know what the SEC is and never heard of it. Did you see how Trump was shocked when he said, I'm going to blah, blah, blah with the SEC and I'm going to fire Gary Gensler. and he had a standing ovation. He's like, he even said, "Wow, I'm gonna be like him. Be like, you guys know who that guy is? You know who that is? Nobody knows who that is. That's like remember I was talking about
70%.
that
Is
Irish
coming from
comedian
crypto.
chick?
That those, we're saying those 70% of that 70%, 90% know who Gary Gensler is, or they at least should know.
Exactly. But
and so my point
that's
is
why
that
it's important.
the election should be over.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, can you imagine being in the SEC now? Like, dude, we fucked up. They got too big. They have too much money. They got power now. We got to switch gears.
Yeah.
So I think things are going to get a lot better for crypto. Just, I mean,
they're going to have to, because 70% of all fucking funding is
that's the thing. I mean, politicians are pieces of shit, so they could double cross or do whatever. But because you still have the banking industry, but they're getting into crypto. But I think things are going to get a lot better.
Well, one thing about politicians, they're always going to look after number one. So
and there's an election. There's an election in 2 years.
If the vast majority of their portfolio is crypto based, they are going to kill it.
Yeah, and also there's an election in 2 years, so they know.
And they'll
be getting money again in 2 years. So that is a good thing. It's not a bad thing, but it's technically a good thing. But I thought that was literally shocking. 70%.
Yeah, I can't. I'm struggling to get my head around that, because if it's 70%
of the bill, and it's one of the most expensive elections ever. So those two things
it's
put together.
The most expensive election ever. Yeah. The thing is, like, from all the people we know and all our interactions in cryptocurrency, we all have these very similar opinions. We're not left leaning. So my point is that the election should be over. If 70% of the funding is being raised is crypto based, can't understand how it's so close. Unless we got people in crypto that are complete fucking retards. There are.
I mean,
Yeah, but the
vast majority. I thought that was interesting. Number two, that he's suing for $911 billion. I thought that was interesting.
It's insane. Yeah, I seen that article. I was like, I gotta see this. Sean, have you seen this? It was like, first of all, the fact that he still thinks he's relevant, and second of all, the fact that he thinks he's owed $1 trillion. Over $1 trillion.
Yeah, it's odd that you get spanked like that. I mean, I can't. I mean, the UK's been around, and of course, for longer than America's been a country.
You just have to ask Irish people about that, yeah.
And then for them to say, "Oh, this is in the history of the court system. This is the biggest fraud we've ever seen."
Biggest fraud I've ever seen.
Oh my God! Yeah.
And they've had big ones.
Yeah, that's like sleeping with a chick who's had 500 dudes, and she's like, "Hey, you're the best," and I'm serious. That's a bigger compliment.
I think they're talking tens of billions or hundreds of millions, and this guy comes along, and it's like, wow, wait a second, this is different level of shit here.
Yeah, it's crazy. You want to talk about their crypto, do some TA real quick? Calls.
Well, we'll look at the charts if you want. There isn't much to look at this week. But let me bring this up. Where is it? Here. Share the screen. Yep. Bring myself back over here. So you're looking at my BTC chart. This is my daily. I think the last time we spoke was over here. Yeah, do you know what? Yeah, it's been nearly a month. And I was saying at the time, this rising wage, we'll probably get rejected. We did get rejected. These are nice trades, man. I mean, we're still going pretty sideways. You think? From back over here. I mean, we're since February.
It's a nice
this is lovely trading, man. Yeah. Now this wage did break out.
Hold on, I got a question for you. So what is that?
This is the daily.
Is it a bearish pennant or is it a bullish pennant? Because it's not. It looks like sideways until the end there looks bearish because you broke through those lines and went down.
Yeah, I mean, technically it's bearish.
Yeah, so
But
I would
if you
say,
look, if you look
technically,
overall, I mean, look,
but I think it's coming to
we're
the end.
sideways. We're going sideways, man. Yeah,
It
we're
just broke
fluctuating between.
through up there right the last time. It cracked that line.
Yeah, here.
So probably the next, I would say, next time it's going to shoot.
It could do, but like you could have said that over here, you could have said that over here, you could have said it over here.
No, it didn't break through the lines there.
But these were different wedges on the way up. I mean,
Okay.
they don't show them now. But look at this. This looked good here because it closed above this.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It closed above it,
but it got rejected. It got rejected.
Yeah, but it's
yesterday.
been moving up since that last low. Like the next low was higher, and the next low was barely higher than it, but it was higher.
I mean, yeah, you know, I still think it'll come back down to this area here, and then we might see another move up. Then
yeah, I think the next move up, it'll break through.
I mean, to be honest, this is saying that our next target is down here, or was down here, which is 46. It's not going to 46. I can tell you that.
No,
it's just way too much.
What's the top one?
Way too much support around this area.
What's the top line, resistance line?
The top line is insane. This is
the top resistance line going down. Put your cursor down, right there. That one.
Mm-hmm.
Down. Right.
This one here.
Up.
This one here.
Yeah, that one.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah, that one.
62ish. 62ish. Yeah. It hasn't. This line hasn't done fuck all really because it worked out here a bit, but it was completely irrelevant over in these areas. I mean, so
yeah, those last two lows, it hit that line, broke through, but then that was it.
Let me show you something interesting. If you go this way, you can come back down here. This is this is the area I'm looking at, 60-61. And that's only the day. That's the daily, right? I mean, I haven't even looked at the weekly. I haven't looked at the weekly for ages. Let me get rid of that fucking thing.
Phil thinks we're going to 58.
Yeah, weekly. Yeah, I don't know. We have a cup and handle here. 58. We could go to 58. Let me go back to daily.
Yeah, weekly is here. Like
well, that 58's got a lot of fucking support. If it goes to 58, it's going to stay in 58. Yeah. But to be honest, it's a bit boring at the moment.
You know,
it's good for day trading.
Everyone uses this word, and I don't like to use it because it's overused. But I think this election is a black swan event.
You see, you just said like it's an overused word, and I think it is overused, and I'm not sure this is like, to me, black swan is Armageddon.
As I said, it's been overused, but I think this election is a black swan event. Dude, you got
in terms of what? In terms of what? The cryptocurrency Americas, the economy, the world in general.
Yeah. But in the world in general, you got the Pope thing. You got all these Armageddon type things that are prophesied and shown and people are talking about, which is rumors. You buy the rumor, sell the news. Everyone is. It is. And these people know that they have their they buy and sell on that. All the things happening on every planet in our solar system, including Earth, the solar flares. There's like weird shit going on in our universe. And both,
the doomsday clock is still 90 seconds to midnight.
Both parties say this is the last election, dude. This is it.
Yeah, both parties say that. Yeah.
I think no matter what, this is the last election that will be like this. It is. I think there's going to be huge changes. I think if one side wins, maybe the electoral college goes, maybe the Supreme Court gets changed, it'll be very, very different. I think the next election, it'll
Well, don't
either
forget,
be way worse or
Walton said
be
he wants to
better.
get rid of the electoral college.
Yeah,
So I mean, they get in, it's definitely going to go.
hate him. I hate him so bad.
But I hate him because he's so fucking stupid.
No, I don't. I don't like
fucking stupid, man.
No, he's done bad things in Minnesota.
Oh, he's bad. He's done bad things. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Minnesota.
the laws that he's written in and allowed to pass.
Yeah.
Are the worst things I've ever heard of.
But thank God, if I go to Minnesota and I want to fucking swap my tampon out.
Yeah, like that I don't even care about. That's just woke bullshit.
I care about that shit.
But the fact that you get arrested if you fight back because you're attacked.
Yes.
They passed a law where you have to, what is it? Yeah. Surrender.
Surrender, yeah.
Instead of stand your ground law, it's the surrender law.
Yeah.
If you say I surrender, I won't fight back. Then you can defend yourself, but you have to do that first.
And that's not pedophilia there anymore.
Fucked up thing.
And that's not pedophilia there anymore. It's minor attracted
person. I don't know if that's real.
Right.
I don't know if that's a real law. I don't know. But
I don't know if it's a real law, but it's a real terminology.
It's a real term.
It can become a law.
But that's a law. When I knew they passed that, and then Minneapolis is swearing in police that are not citizens.
Yeah.
Who are?
That's worse.
How do you swear to uphold the Constitution of your country that you're not
that you hate?
But no,
that you're not
a citizen.
Yeah.
That doesn't. So I don't get it. So legally, if you're an illegal resident, if you're an illegal alien, the Constitution doesn't apply to you because you're not a citizen. Just like international law will apply to you, like you can't be murdered and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But like, I mean, if you're a cop, and oh shit, I didn't even think about that. I wonder if conspiracy, tinfoil hat thing, if they don't have to follow the same rules as a regular cop because they're not a citizen. You know what I mean?
Like, I know what you mean, but I don't know.
I mean, because there's no precedent. An illegal alien never has.
Don't they take an oath when they get signed in as cops?
Yeah, they take an oath to uphold the Constitution, but they're not citizens of the country, so their Constitution doesn't apply to them. You know what I mean? I don't. That's why there's a process, dude. You have to pass a test.
Yes.
I thought it was like. I thought regular people like me, I thought we should have to pass the test that immigrants do to graduate high school, graduate like junior high. It would be good for us to know like the Constitution and basic rules and civics and things like. They have to learn that, and they have to pass a test where they get their citizenship. But regular citizens should have to do that too. I think we should know that. But they don't, because they're not.
So wait a second. Technically now, I could fly to Mexico, cross into the U.S. border, hit for San Francisco, get my sex change, hit for Minneapolis, get a job with the cops, even though I fucking hate America, and get accommodation for free up to $4,000 a month. I mean, I don't know why I'm sitting here doing fucking shows with you, man.
Yeah, dude. You told me how much it would be for you to move here and do it legally. It was insane.
Legally is a different animal, yeah.
But yeah, they're getting like a bunch of money a month. And our like the citizens and I thought it was hilarious, but it's sad. But was it North Carolina? Trump was coming to campaign there, and he said, "Don't listen to his fake news and bullshit
rhetoric
about the government's response to the hurricane."
Yeah,
dude, you should be. and I'll say it, dude. I will say it. People gotta die.
Don't say it.
Joe Rote says it all the time. He's like, we can't fix it. We need rope. You know, that's just the way. And
I love the way he says that.
totally
we
believe
need rope.
it, dude. I'm like, so many people need to die for so many things. You know, if you killed bankers, if you kill corporations for poisoning, I mean, it's just money, and they can print it. You know, if some company kills or gives 1,000 people cancer, it'll take 10 to 15 years for them to go through the court system, and then everybody gets a big payout. They have to pay like $2 million.
Yeah, but they already did, but then
$2 billion. Most of them are dead, but that company over the past 15 years has made $20 billion. $100 billion. They got to pay out $3 billion.
Yeah.
So
now,
but if those people who are guilty of that got killed, people wouldn't. They wouldn't do it. It's the worst thing, and this never happens. But if like 8% of the time I go to jail, I'm going to go to the nice jail. It's going to be for like 6 months to 18 months, but probably I'll just have to pay a fine. Just have to pay these people off. There's no consequences. If you killed people for those crimes, if they harmed a bunch of people, if they did, like the thing with Monsanto, this is a huge deal. I don't know if you know about it, but you know the chemtrail people. Phil's one of them. They talk about chemtrails been around for years, blah blah blah, and it's like, why? And they found that there's all this aluminum and these metals, and this is like scientific data. It's definitely scientific data now, but it's not a conspiracy theory. There's all these heavy metals that are in the ground now, and they say that that's what's in these, and it's been proven, and they say that it was for, weather manipulation, and the government and corporations have admitted that. But now they're saying they're having problems growing crops because there's an aluminum in the soil that is hindering growth. And Monsanto, like one of the biggest food corporations, they recently got a patent, like a couple of years ago, a patent. So it's only their seeds are aluminum resistant. So how did they know to do that? How did they know to do that and do all the research to get that approved and done if they didn't know the problem was coming? That's just basic ask why, critical thinking.
Critical thinking,
So now, if you find out that if there's there should be an investigation. If you find out that they put millions or billions of dollars into changing the ground of the United States to poison it, to poison the well, so that and then they have the antidote. The only one that has the antidote for people that can drink it. All of them should be killed. They just
I agree with you.
Is that not treason?
It's called capitalism, Sean.
Yeah, it's a thing, dude. That's true. You're trying to, you're technically trying to kill Americans. You're trying to kill the whole agriculture industry, or control it. There's so many things. They need to make a new. I hate saying the word law, but they need to make a new category or crime, that's like serious, something like that, and then that has to be for a death penalty. That's the only way you're going to get it.
I have to stop you for two reasons. One reason we're gone over a lot of time. The second reason is this is a discussion that we're going to have on Friday on our Man the Fuck Up podcast. Plus, I want to bring Rothschild into the zone, because I think
your friend Rothschild.
Yeah, I want to bring all that in, but that's for Friday. I think we got to wrap this show up. But do you know what? This show has been a brilliant advertisement for what we're going to be talking about on our new podcast.
Yeah.
Which is going to be banned inside 30 minutes. If we last 30 minutes, we're doing what?
Well, we also started a new YouTube channel.
Yes, specifically for that.
It'll be on that.
Specifically for
We'll
that.
probably upload. I want to say we'll upload edited versions to our channels, but we're both.
We won't
lazy.
do that. We're too lazy.
Yeah,
to do
we'll
that.
put it up,
We'll
and then
we'll-
if we get a strike, then we'll stop, or we
Yeah.
might edit after that. But we're gonna not edit it for the first
no.
until YouTube.
I mean, we'll do it. We'll do a live stream on YouTube, and we'll do a live stream on Kick, and a live stream on Twitch.
I am for I am. You should watch this show. When,
howdy, guys.
Me and I am for I am, and Lisa have a show in an hour or 50 minutes. But you can watch this at double speed, and be up to speed. You'll enjoy the show there. I am for I am.
I think this is one of our best ones, simply because I think we give a good prelude into what's coming.
Yeah, and it is weird that your story was like part of my story, and
Yeah.
everything's coming to a head. I think
everything is coming to a head.
Yeah, it really is. Oh my God, we didn't even talk about Canada.
Yeah, and you know what? It crossed my mind, and I thought, no, we can't, because we got to fucking bring that in on Friday.
Do you know anything about Canadian politics? I know like basic stuff, but the Speaker of the House, this black dude that sits there, he seems like he's in control of everything.
Mhm.
Like he tells the Prime Minister what to do. He tells it. Who is he? Like the head of the government?
We have to stop this, because we have a friend that's fucking deeply integrated with the current leadership there. Deeply integrated.
I got a friend who's deeper. I know his brother, which I don't know why he hasn't come on my show yet or on my channel, but because
Whoa!
Trudeau
We
called.
gotta wrap it up.
Trudeau called Blair homophobic, racist, whatever, because Blair called Trudeau a bugger of boys. You know,
Bugger, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, he said when you go to New York, do you stay at your friend's $20 million apartment that you paid for? And then he's like, we're used to the homophobic stuff from the right. And the Speaker of the House, hey, both you guys, at least try to act like you're civil. And then Trudeau stood up and he said blah blah blah, all this crap. And then this dude freaked out. The Speaker of the House, like, hey, this is the House of Commons. What are you saying? He goes, I apologize. I shouldn't have said crap. The excrement of the. They're so funny. But this dude seems like all powerful. And now, but this is the thing, which I don't know. I'm sure Americans don't know this. The Canadian, that's the thing. There was an announcement that the Speaker has stopped all government business in Parliament or in their House of Commons. He has stopped it until there is an investigation into the Labour Party for corruption. The fact that this dude can do that
doesn't matter, though.
What does it matter?
It doesn't matter, man. It's an offshoot of the UK. Did you switch one government out for the other?
Yeah, but what if?
I mean,
can you imagine if the Speaker of the House
accountability there.
Stood up and just said, "Oh, we're not doing any more business in Congress. Nothing until we investigate this Biden laptop thing."
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little bit different because of the way the economy is put together.
We the whole world would be like, "What?" Not just America.
The whole world would be like, "Fuck, sort it out, lads."
If one dude stood up and said, "Oh, government, nothing. Can we do this? I'm gonna investigate this." Never. What? I don't understand how this dude can do that. The Speaker of the House there. I don't know. We'll talk about it on Friday.
We'll talk about it on Friday.
It was good hanging out with everyone.
Yes, it was.
We will see y'all later.
So we're going to do the same time on Friday.
Okay.
Yeah. So let's try to keep some kind of regular schedule. So if we do the same time Friday, that'll work for me. It works for you.
Yep, it was good. All right, y'all. Take care.
Good. Nice
put
see.
together, I think, the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics. Folks, we got a lot of work to do. I don't only need you to get me elected, I need you once I'm elected. No longer just who gets to vote or making it easy for eligible people to vote. It's about who gets to count the vote.